Good afternoon. It is Friday, May 22nd, 2026. Jesus liked to tell stories and parables and just illustrations that he used to help people understand things. Today's passage has two stories, and they're good ones. In Luke chapter 6, verses 41 to 45, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation, second edition, he says, "And why worry about a speck in your friend's eye when you have a log in your own? How can you think of saying, 'Friend, let me help you get rid of that speck in your eye,' when you can't see past the log in your own eye? Hypocrite, first get rid of the log in your own eye, then you'll see well enough to deal with the speck in your friend's eye. A good tree can't produce bad fruit, and a bad tree can't produce good fruit. A tree is identified by its fruit. Figs are never gathered from thorn bushes, and grapes are not picked from bramble bushes. A good person produces good things from the treasury of a good heart, and an evil person produces evil things from the treasury of an evil heart. What you say flows from what is in your heart." First story, imagine a fellow with a log sticking out of his eye. It's obvious, obtuse, and really makes you wonder about why this guy is walking around with a log in his eye. Then he sees somebody else that has a splinter in his eye. You'd think maybe they might sympathize with each other for their ophthalmological issues. Nope. Log guy looks at splinter guy and says, "Hey, you gotta get that splinter out of your eye. That's terrible walking around with a splinter in your eye. How stupid are you to get a splinter in your eye?" And Jesus points out how stupid it is for log guy to make fun of splinter guy. Then Jesus in the second story talks about trees. Here's the understanding. Apple trees make apples. Peach trees make peaches. Bad trees produce bad fruit, and good trees produce good fruit. He says that's like people. A good person produces good things from the depth of the treasury of his good heart. And an evil person produces evil things from all the things he saved up in his bad heart. What is in the treasury of the heart is what comes out of your mouth and out of your life. When you look at a tree, you recognize the tree by the fruit it produces. When you look at people, you recognize the people by the fruit of what they produce, by the sweetness of their words, by the kindness of their actions, and by how well they treat other people. So many people think that criticism is a spiritual gift, but Jesus says what needs to happen is that we build up a life full of a treasury, of a heart full of goodness and graciousness and kindness, and let that come out when we treat other people. May you and I be sympathetic with the hurts of others without ignoring our own issues, and may we produce good fruit this week. God bless you.